Hi everyone, welcome to today's meeting. As we excuse me, gather in this now moment, or if you're listening at the next now moment, joining us. Today's topic is spiritual sovereignty. There's no such thing as spiritual sovereignty, there's just sovereignty. But we're talking to spiritual people, as it seems. So we have to use these adjectives. So, spiritual sovereignty, what does that entail? Spiritual sovereignty is a slow revelation of our true being. It's a gradual revealing, undoing of everything that is obstructing that clear view. And not just clear, but immediate, pertinent view of who you truly are. And Adyashanti says that the more honest and authentic we are, the more deeply we go into the mystery of our own being. So the more honest and authentic we dare to be, because obviously we are embedded in a social cultural setting, and most of our personality is constructed by this setting, and most of us take this personality to be the truth. And when we are touching on the subject of spiritual sovereignty, it actually is that undoing of all of the layering, the conditioning that we have experienced and that we have embedded in our sense of self for many, many years, since we were born, actually. And it is true that the more honest and authentic we dare to be, this mystery of our own being is unraveling moment to moment, where individuality is expanded. What it means for you to be this limited individual starts expanding. And that expansion will never stop. It never stops. It doesn't have a destination. And I would like to point out this subtle difference between the stages of awareness. So there is when your consciousness is detecting, just inquire. Your consciousness is detecting that this person is aware. It's one layer. If we don't know anything about ourselves, we know that we are aware. And that awareness is still bound. It's a bound awareness. But we go and we constantly remind ourselves, okay, I am the witness witnessing. The second stages of awareness is where it's fully devoid, emerged with consciousness. And there is no feeling of somebody doing something. You just are. And this is not a state that you're going to go and look for, because every single human being can automatically relate to this if you're an artist, where you're like really deepened into what you're doing, there's absolutely no sense of doership. You're just doing, but it is pouring out of you, and there's nobody to claim that doing. That is so important. And that then expands into your life. The fact that you're just being lived. It is very closely related, that this divine force is living through you, and you're not claiming. There's no you to claim doership. There's no you to say, oh, okay, this person is doing something. And that is this beautiful embodiment is also part of karma yoga, where you're absolutely not asking to claim the fruits of your actions, but at the same time you're fully serving and doing the best. That's karma yoga. And the whole of life slowly becomes karma yoga, a service where there is no idolatry almost, because we are so in love with our personality, with our psychosomatic identification. So we're very, very in love with that. And once consciousness frees awareness, there's nobody witnessing anymore. There's just being. So there's the witness, and then the awareness, kind of just this constant knowing that this person is witnessing. And then finally, when awareness and consciousness merges, it becomes being. And these are the stages of purification. And most of the time, this purification is arrived at by, first of all, energetic hygiene. It's very important. And that's why we do some preliminary energetic hygiene, and then we go into the consciousness work usually. So today we're going to use a technique in this process, which is a very amazing, an amazing technique that allows us to truly and very rapidly dissolve the samskaras and the vasanas, which are created by repetition. And usually they are part of your subconscious mind. And if you can actually learn this, you can use it in your life. So let's start the process. As we gather, just feel this field, our field of soul merging around the fire of consciousness, those people who are ready to emulate the truth of themselves. The truth is never outside of you. The truth is the light of your being. The truth is also the love of your being, which is being shared. The love of your being is always being shared, and you do not have a choice. It's pouring through you. You can decide to what level you become open for that love to pour through you. There's an automatic downpour. It's like a dakshina, an offering from the divine, the love. It's palpable. It's a downpour of love. And wherever in our experience, it's 144, whenever in our experience we are hurt or we're afraid or we feel not whole, which are gestures of the ego, then we're limiting the flow of that automatic downpour. And it's so powerful that the more access you have to this automatic downpour of love, the less you are identified with yourself. The small self, this person, this conditioned being. You're just noticing that you just become this non-person. And you're just going and serving. No matter what you do, you serve. It doesn't have to be some grand gesture. Let's connect our pillars of light, the spine. Connect to your third eye, heart, root. And just feel all of the roots of your feet, roots back into the planet. Just connect to earth energy. We're just going to automatically suck up earth energy. Inhale and suck it up if you're a woman into the womb space. If you're a man, also the genital areas, your hara, your power. So inhale earth energy from the center of this planet. Inhale. Keep it in your womb. And hara. And you drop it back down. Inhale again through your feet chakras. Imagine the feet chakras become mouths. And the mouth, mouths are sucking this earth energy up. Into the womb and hara, activating the remembrance of the creatorship. beautiful few inhalation and exhalation, connecting your womb or hara space to the center of this planet, the womb of the planet, with your womb. And then now we're going to bring up this earth energy into the heart. Inhale. Just feel it there. And drop it down. One more time. Inhale. And drop it down. And in this entire process, all that you can ascertain is that you're feeling your body more. And the only viable experience that we'll ever have is that we know that we exist. It's pointing to the being. Spiritual sovereignty is the embodiment of knowing who you truly are. Allow the feet chakras to turn into these electric light blue light balls. Start activating them. So we're just going to plant 2 in the feet, electric light blue light balls. Bringing them up through the shins, calves. But we leave 2 in the feet chakras. And then we replicate the same in the knee chakras behind your knee bone, just at the back side of your knee. We're connecting to this volcanic potentiality. The power of a volcano. Pull it up. Electric light, blue light. So much electricity. So much potentiality. What we're doing is we're allowing the cells to remember and upgrade onto the expanded 12-strand DNA and then 24-strand DNA. We're pulling up this force of vitality. Just tap into this immense potency of an exploding volcano. That is the potency of your Kundalini Shakti. We're replicating this light blue light, the tailbone. So how many balls of light do we have? Feet 2, knees 2, and 1 in the tailbone. So automatically multitask by spinning them clockwise, activating them, allowing them to reconnect you to the volcanic force of your divine embodiment. Notice that the quality of this volcanic effulgence, power, is love. It's literally birthing through, coming through, exploding through, from the invisible to the visible. Your body is actually the physical proof of the becoming of your divine potentiality. Just feel at the tailbone level this immense blue electric, light blue light. It starts to activate all of the levels of your spine. It's directly connected to pure consciousness. Feel this immense force of the volcano. It's removing all of the vasanas and samskaras that are looping you in your ordinary experience. Ordinary or repeated, where you lose your ability to see every single moment. It's the grace of your divinity. So unique, so special. So uniquely exuberant. See that your entire root chakra, perineum, cervix, tailbone is engulfed in this fire, the blue fire. And you can lend this blue fire to all of the ancestors. Releasing all of your bondages, all of the invisible bondages, mental structures, concepts, emotions, feelings, sensations. Here you can burn up the face or the image of any and all people or places with whom you have discord with. It doesn't harm the person, it just clears the hologram. Shifting you into the timeline where the doer is the higher self. We're placing another beautiful ball into the womb or heart space, burning up, cleansing all of the lower frequencies. Just feel the potentiality of a volcano. birthed into this fireball, blue light. Removing all of the ancestral codes that are keeping you down, all the blocks to your authenticity, creativity, sovereignty, all of the blocks cleared, removed, burnt up with the power of a volcano exploding. Into spiritual sovereignty. So you're applying your own consciousness, your own divine ordering, so that you correct your own blueprint and adjust your personal will with the highest will. And that is when the mystery of your true being is revealed to you. Burning up all of your models of relating to men and women. There is no model, there's just authenticity. This is a process of radical letting go. Letting go all of the limiting beliefs, limiting energies, densities that are creating your sense of the world, your sense of, I didn't want to call it reality because that has nothing to do with that. Your sense of your immediate experience of the world. If you have lower back pain, burn it up. You can feel this burning in your hips. In your blood, in your lymph, move into the nervous system. Burning through the brain. We're working not with gross energy, but etheric subtle forces. We can also command if you feel any interference with any demonic entities, energies, if you feel unsettled, if you have negative thought patterns, burn them up in this electric light through your feet, knees, root, sacral, replicated in your solar plexus above your belly button. It's all at the spine level. Burning up all of your programming of helplessness, where you give your power away, you leak into the leaking. I ask, command to stop any and all programs that leak our energy into the lower 4D realms, whether it be through negative thinking, self-laceration, constant doubt, going with the flow and not questioning. Going with the flow would mean, in this sense, that the family unit is conducting our life. Because that's how it was done for thousands of years. Cancel, delete, neutralize. I am not saying that you are not authentically completing your dharma, your responsibilities, but you're returning to your sovereign, empowered knowing of your divine power and love and wisdom. You're not just following orders of your immediate environment. You are learning to attune to divine grace, dakshina, receiving alms of your higher self, adjusting to the higher will. And that's sometimes not in alignment with your ego choices. Still burning through. If a situation feels like it's disempowering you, submerge it, submerge the images into this fire, the blue fire. Then replicate the ball in your heart. And you're fully commanding to burn through all of the heart walls, all of the inauthenticity that you believed that you had to align with in order to feel loved, be loved. Burn it up. Radical authenticity, sovereignty is called for by the wisdom of your heart. Burning up all of the heartache, the betrayal, the separation, and the loss. Betrayal, heartache, heartbreak, separation, and loss. Allow this blue electric light to burn through your heart. The repeated experiences of disempowerment, of the disconnection from wholeness. Inquire in what many ways are we disconnected from our wholeness on a moment to moment basis? What is that belief when you keep on knowing that you're just reimposing separateness, the illusion of separateness? Where is that? We're in the heart center. Burn it up. Burn up the grief in the heart, the disdain, the grudges, the frustration. Opening the heart to receive this ever palpable downpour of divine love. The more clear, pristine, open the heart is, there's nothing to stand in the way of the direct benediction of divine love, the dakshina we are receiving. It's melting your heart, melting your sense of limitation, melting your sense of separateness. And sometimes, as all of this is burnt away in the fire of the electric light, blue light, there's something in us that rebels because it still wants to have a point of reference. And the points of reference are just for the ego. Like, this is my pain, this is my experience, this is. But when all of this is burnt up, actually the burning is very palpable right now. Burning up all of the inversions from dimension 1 all the way to dimension 11 and a half, all the way to 12. Thank you. And you're becoming this merged system. It's a merged system, as if God's being is lived through your individuated experience. It's so purely, vividly immediate. There is no difference between your eyes and God's eyes. They're absolutely one. Your eyes and God's eyes. Just feel the gushing of love through your heart center. It's gushing forth from the body into this realm. And you are not limiting the flow of love. Right now, it's easy to tap into the reality of this love, which is, yes, impersonal. It's ever present. It is that quality that keeps your cells together so that you can have a body. It keeps everything together, the glue of love. I'm trying to make it palpable because love is not an emotion. It has nothing to do with emotions. It's the quality of your being. It's the quality of your immediate knowing of your wholeness. Feel the gushing forth from your heart center, and then it's oozing out as if we threw an enormous stone into a lake. From the heart center, it's shared, oozing into this reality, this realm. And you allow yourself not to filter God's love, not to filter God's love through your own pain, limitation, traumas, your own identification with this body and mind and emotion. Do you feel this immediate existential obviousness of this love? Every single soul has access to that. Actually, the soul is that. It's just when the soul still needs to be embedded into the physical body. There's sometimes a lag. Sometimes this love is not palpable. And then pain is essentially our partial experience of God's love. And if it's partial, then it's not whole. And if it's not whole, it's fragmented. And if it's fragmented, then it is removed from the ultimate reality. And if it's removed from the ultimate reality, then it causes pain. Allow to become the vessel through which this downpour of divine love, divine benediction, dakshina, is channeled through. And you have the free will to amplify it. This current world needs that amplification. This amplification is also synonymous with you stepping into your service. Amplify God's love, which is the love of your true being. This love is so strong, so immanent, immediate, and transcendental. Feel that it is burning through all the illusions, every glance of your eyes are endowed with this power to ooze the love of divinity. One glance, and you transmute suffering. Removing all of the karmic blocks. The samskaras, vasana, they're burnt up in this effulgence. Because it's no longer of the individual. The sense of the individual merges with the transcendent. And that is the beauty of your soul embodiment. This is the only healing there is. healing into wholeness. Inquire, is there any desire in this existential sense of the love stream, God's love pouring down and out of you? Is there any lack? It's mending and suturing all of your illusions of separateness. The illusions of separateness keep you in a loop where you are somebody doing something. And you're separate and you're vulnerable. And it's scary and painful. But in the light of this downpour, there's no chance for the illusion to take over. It's not possible. Allow your body to become a power object. It also means that you allow to become the channel for God's pure love. That is what makes your body into a power object, a physical emanation of God's palpable love. Burning up all the layers that are not of truth. So it is.